Good Monday morning. Hello. Here we are. Just got in. I had a really good weekend. Hardly did anything actually. Saturday I went with my boyfriend and his sister and his mom, and we were trying to find an abandoned town in Washington. We ended up finding an abandoned graveyard and hiking for an hour to get there, but it was really nice on Saturday because it was nice and sunny. And then Sunday, my boyfriend and I, all we did was watch Walt Disney World vlogs on YouTube. So that was really nice. I had a really relaxing weekend. I didn't touch anything school related, which I know I need because it's that time of year where we're all like dragging to spring break. So that was really good. And now I'm at school. I'm feeling good, feeling ready to go. Mostly a lot of tests this week. There's like my ELLs get pulled during math today to get tested. And they also get pulled a day next week. And that's like half my class, 10 of my 21. And they're gone for an hour, so it's just like, it's kind of like, okay, let's review, let's do this. Like, don't want them to miss anything, can't introduce anything new. So that'll kind of change my schedule a little bit today. Other than that, though, a lot of testing. It'll be a good week, though. No dress-up days. I'm planning on, I know that I'm getting to that point. There's a lot of stuff to prep for conferences that I know I need to take that in stride a little bit, and I know I need to take time to myself this week. Like, my goal this week is to be organized, get some stuff done for conferences, but leave early. I'm not going to stay here. School, I can leave at 3:30. I'm not going to have nights where I'm here till 5. Hopefully. I say that now. I'm also trying really hard to work out every day this week, so that's another reason why I'd leave early, because Lord knows I never wake up early to work out. But I will check in later. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm just checking in really quick. I was a little late for school this morning and I had a bunch to do. I start progress monitoring some of my kids in reading to see if they're at grade level before conferences at the end of the month. So I had to kind of prep and make sure I had enough copies of our Fontes and Pinnell running records. And then we're kind of moving along in our writing. We're almost to, some of us are in editing and publishing right now. Most of us are in revising, but I had a few kind of drafts that I had to read through and kind of give feedback on, so I quickly read through them. It was like, okay, we're using temporal words, okay, check your punctuation and your capitals, blah, blah, blah. Just yesterday I started talking to them about what I look at on the final to grade them, punctuation. Does it make sense? Do you have some of those temporal transition words? Do you have, complete sentences? Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Tuesday, and the sun's out. It's going to be a good day. And we booked Walt Disney World last night. We don't go till August, but we are excited. So that was really fun. I'll probably be buzzing all day today and hyper. I'll check in later. The end of the day Tuesday. Just ended our staff meeting. Spent a lot of our staff meeting talking about a new school that's being built. So pretty much we finally got a grant passed, or not grant, levy, budget. I don't know what passed, but pretty much they're building a new school because our darling old school is from like the 30s. So they're building a new school. One of our other elementary schools is going to move to the new school this next school year to have renovations done to their regular school. And then they move back, and then the year after next school year, so the 2019-2020 school year, our school will no longer be here. It'll be shut down. It's very old. It's very out of date. And we'll have a brand new school. But a lot of our meeting was spent talking about that school, which is interesting to me, but also, like, that's probably the year I won't be here because I am like 45 minutes away. So this next year will probably be my last year at the school I'm at, in the district I'm at. And I'm hoping at the end of next school year, I'll be able to apply for a district closer to home. Because, yeah. Anyway, it was good. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what my principal, he does this every March. He has this one little thing, and maybe your principal does it too, that he always talks about and reminds us of. And I feel like it's a really good reminder. Okay, here it is. It is not as beautiful as my principal's, but he does this speech every year right around this time where talking about our teacher tolerance and how it kind of goes like this until after spring break, and our students' behavior, how it kind of goes like this. And it's such a good reminder because it's like, that's totally right. Like my tolerance, I have high tolerance at the beginning of, or I guess this graph doesn't really examine that, but you know, my tolerance is good at the beginning of the school in September in the school year. Students' behavior is usually pretty good. Kind of about this time, it's like honeymoon's over. We don't have any breaks. It's kind of like go, go, go. We have a lot of stress on us, so our tolerance is like at an all-time low. Students' behavior is usually about as bad as it can get. But the light at the end of the tunnel is spring break. And I have, let's see, 3 more weeks till spring break. And then after spring break, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, I've had a break, I've had a rest, be able to do more fun things, field trips come up, and students' behavior is usually a little better. But, oh, I just needed this reminder, especially like when I was talking about last week, like behavior stuff's been coming up. I feel like I'm losing my patience faster. And it's like, well, duh, it's because I'm up here and the kids are down here. No, but just a reminder, a good reminder. Not that I know how to make my tolerance any better this time of year, but it's a reminder to keep my, you know, that I'm only human and I need to recognize that and do what I can, which is why I'm leaving so early on a Tuesday, and I keep trying to leave early all this week because my tolerance is very low. Okay, I'll check in tomorrow. Hi, it is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock on Wednesday night. I'm kind of wrapping up things at school and about to leave. Look, I did a seating arrangement again. It's like an E kind of or an F kind of a shape, and then sort of an E sort of shape. I'm just feeling kind of antsy, like I need to mix things up. It's not even behavior right now. It's just like setting up the room differently. Like I need a change. I used to do that with my room when I was a kid at school a lot too, or at home a lot when I was a kid. About to leave. This is the latest I've stayed all week, which I think has been good for my mental health. It's been kind of just my tolerance a little bit. Well, I showed you the graph yesterday. You know what I mean, but I really haven't been that productive this afternoon. Think I might be coming in this weekend, which is a bummer, to just spend some more time getting ready for conferences. They don't start till week after next, but I just feel like I need to get them ready because they stress me out otherwise. And yeah, and then I just have my planning time open for planning what I'm teaching. But it was a good day. We're starting to wrap up our writing. Some of us have already finished and published our final. Some of us are just starting our final, all in different stages right now, but a lot of us are starting to wrap it up. And we're about to start a new math unit. We gave the final assessment yesterday, and so tomorrow I will give the pre-assessment for geometry, which is always a fun one. I like teaching geometry because it's fun. I mean, it's just identifying 2D and 3D shapes and understanding the attributes they have. But yeah, ready to wrap things up. I'm gonna go home and try and work out because I'm trying really hard to get 5 days a week this week. And I've done Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I'd like to just get 5 days of 5 out of the way. And I'm having teriyaki chicken for dinner. Probably won't see you till tomorrow. Sorry I didn't check in much, but what can you do? Hi, it's Thursday after school, almost 5 o'clock. Somehow I stayed later today again. I'm about to leave. We had a good day. It was actually a really good day. One of the better days this week. But we had a birthday at the end of the day, so that really, and we had a math test, a pre-assessment for starting geometry, so, you know, there wasn't much going on. A lot of busy times, but not a lot of, like, whole group instruction or anything. I'm going to head home. I just wanted to check in real fast. I don't have much to say. You can probably tell I'm very tired. And I'm off to go to my sister's house to pick up some houseplants, so I'll see you tomorrow when I will have more energy, or else. Hi, it is Friday after school. Ooh, I sound like I'm losing my voice a little bit. Hope that's not true. It was an early release day. It was a good day. Fridays usually go by pretty fast, but then we also had the afternoon because it's conference month, kind of to ourselves. We didn't have to PLC. I don't have any conferences yet for about 2 more weeks because we can do them anytime in the month of March. And yeah, so I had like the afternoon to just kind of clean up. I kind of decluttered some old books, took care of some things, watered my plants, things like that. I'm planning on coming in this weekend just to kind of get more of my conference stuff laid out. We'll see if it happens. I'm almost thinking maybe I should just clean up enough here in case I don't want to come in Saturday or Sunday that I'm ready to go Monday morning. So I might do that before I leave. But yeah, we had a good week. We had a much better week than we did last week. We were way more on it with behavior. I was way more on it with just like positive reinforcement, just earning marbles as a class, earning effort tags as a class. Those are my effort tags back there. I should talk about those more. Maybe I will in a minute. And it was just better. And things have settled down a little bit. We're finally finishing up writing, so hopefully next week we can start some social studies, either some timeline stuff or more families around the world stuff. And yeah. I bet you can tell that I'm still very tired. Tonight we're going to a murder mystery show, my boyfriend and my best friend and her boyfriend. So that'll be really fun. Not really sure what to expect. It was just a deal on Groupon and I thought it looked like fun, so we decided to go. And it's sunny here, and on Monday it is supposed to be almost 70 degrees. And I'm in Washington, so 70 degrees is like pretty much what it gets in the summer. Like that's as warm as it ever gets this time of year. Like that's unusually warm around here. But so I'm looking forward to that. It's supposed to be sunny this weekend too. Maybe I'll just show you the effort tags really fast. I get the effort tags. They're brag tags, actually. They're called brag tags everywhere on Teachers Pay Teachers. And mine, I have a mix of all kinds of different people. I started them. This is my first year using them. I went to the responsive classrooms training last summer and really motivated me to just have a better behavior management system, like only on positive reinforcement, and then having logical consequences for behavior after that, and the expectations and modeling those expectations and interactive modeling those expectations a little more clearly. Last school year I used a clip chart and it always felt horrible. I never used it. I never clipped anybody down. It just did not work for me. So I tried these this year. I really like them. My principal really likes them, actually. He was thinking of bringing it like to all K through 2. Yeah. I'll show you them a little closer. So here's just one girl's for the year, and I have it on the lanyard. You could also, I've seen people just keep them on like a little keychain, or like even have like a brag tag little notebook that they can glue them in like once a week. But I have all different kinds, and yeah, I've printed them in color. Some people print them on like colored paper in black and white, but they're all kinds of different ones. There's ones for different things, like having good effort. Some of them are just general. Let's see if there's any, like, I have like marvelous. Let's see if she has any marvelous mathematicians. No. Being caught being on task, being like a good citizen, nice to each other, things like that. And I give them out all throughout the day, mostly during like independent work time for them, especially during reading. But I give probably about, I'd say a total of maybe 5 a day, if that. But some days I give like 10 a day, some days I don't give any. And yeah, and then they get to add them to the collection, and then every Friday they get to wear this necklace. And it has all their effort tags from the entire year on it. I really like it. It's just the worst part is the prep. Like I made the decision last July to do it, and I spent like a solid 4 weeks printing them. And I do the HP Instant Ink program, so it's like, it wasn't that expensive on ink. But then I find that, honestly, I wish I had printed them all on cardstock, because like this one's like pretty flimsy, but that's just kind of a personal preference. Regular paper is fine. And then I've laminated them, hole punched them. So it's quite a bit of prep. Like I just spent half the summer doing it last year. But we're really lucky because we have a lady here who's been hired this year for like half of a day. Her entire job is like copying, laminating, doing whatever teachers need like prep wise. So what I've been doing already is like printing off like 20 pages at a time for next year, and then bringing them to school and having her laminate them, cut them, and hole punch them, all that. So it's a lot of work. I really like them. The kids are really into them. I mean, if you're excited about it, they're excited about it, and I think they're fun. Like, it's a good positive enforcement type of a thing. But of course, it's kind of whatever works for you. Like, I know some teachers here like do like little just on colored paper, or not like in black and white on colored paper, like tickets that they can put into a drawing for a treasure box on Friday. I can't keep up with a treasure box. Last year was my first year of teaching, so I was really poor, and I was like, I can't afford a treasure box. Yeah, but I really like these. These have been working really well for me. I think I'll probably do them again next year. I'm pretty sure. At least I've started copying them. And yeah, if you have any more questions about that, Lucky Little Learners is a really good resource online on Teachers Pay Teachers. She has a lot of, I can't remember if Angie Olsen is her name, or maybe that's someone else, Angie Olsen also, but I enjoy them. Let me know if you have any more questions about them. But I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to go home. I will see you next week. You'll probably get a double vlog hopefully this weekend, so you'll probably see last week's first and then this one. And I'll check in later. Have a good weekend.